In this video, we are going to see how to add Airtable records to Microsoft Excel. So let's say you are using Airtable as a spreadsheet and you want that every time there is a new record, this record should be shared with your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, basically should be added as a new row there. Now, how can you do this? By integrating these two applications, and here you can use Pabbly Connect software to do the same. This entire process will be automated. Here your trigger application would be Airtable and your action application would be Microsoft Excel. Now, how you can do it yourself? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect and click on enter. As we do that, it will take us to the landing page of the software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can simply sign in. If you are a new user, then you will have to click on sign up tab and you can sign up within 2 minutes. At the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now, since I'm an existing user, I'm going to click on sign in. And here it has taken me to the all apps page. So here let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are using this particular application to integrate the other two applications. Now here we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side you can see create workflow. Let's click on this tab and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. So here I want that every time there are new registrations and the information is added on Airtable, I should receive that information on MS Excel as well. So I'm going to name my workflow as Airtable to MS Excel integration. Let's click on create. And once done, it has taken us to this particular window which has got two very important events, trigger and action. Triggers and actions are those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Trigger is basically what makes your workflow run and action is the response to it. So here my trigger application would be Airtable. Let's click on Airtable here and then the trigger event. So here I want to add a new record. So let's click on this and click on connect. As soon as we do that, Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with Airtable account so that then it can have the information. For this, I'm going to click on add new connection, and then to set up this connection, you can see that we need a token. For this token, first you have to log into your Airtable account, and then I'm going to click on this hyperlink account. Let's click on this, and here we have reached the account section. If I scroll down, this is our API key, the token. Let's copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it here. Now let's click on save. So finally here you can see that we have to map certain data now. Basically we can see base, table and trigger field. So what is this base and table? If I take you to my Airtable account, so here you can see that we have got a lot of bases. So these are known as the workspaces, Pabbly Connect 2, Workspace 3 and all. So these are the workspaces and these are the bases. Basically these are the tables. And I already have created a base which is new registrations. So let me show you this. So this is the first name, last name, email address, contact number and department. So this is how I have created my table. So going back to Pabbly Connect, I'm going to choose my base as new registrations. Let's click on this. And since it has only one table, so it has already captured it, data received. Now the trigger field. Now for this trigger field, we have to follow these instructions. So what do we actually have to do? We have to first log into our Airtable account and then we have to reach the table and then we have to click on the plus sign to add new field. So I'm going to go to our Airtable account and this is my table and here we can see the plus sign. Then it is asking me to click on it to add a new field and the name should be created time. Field type has to be created time. So if I go here and I click on this, then I need to find a field type, so it has to be created. So this is created time. Let's click on this and I'm also going to name it. So it is asking me to name it as created. So here the field name would be created. So once done, here see we have the date format and the time format. I'm going to click on create field. So once done, I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here you can see that it has captured the trigger field now. Remember that if you do not have a created field in your table schema, please create one that will be used to sort records, because without this field, trigger will not work correctly. So now to receive this response, we will have to first go to our Airtable account, and there we will have to fill in some details so that it can receive the response. So now I'm going to take you to my Airtable account. So now I'm going to add some information. Let's say the first name is demo name and the last name is Pabbly. Then we have the email as demoname@pabblytuts.com. Then we have the contact number. Then the department, let's say it is HR department. So once this is done, now I'm going to quickly go back to Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect and click on Save and Send Test Request. And here you can see that we have received the response. So this is the first name, last name, email address, contact number and department. Now if we wish to share this created time and date to our Excel sheet, we'll have to change the format. So I'm now going to click on Add Action Step, and here I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly which is Date Time Formatter. Let's click on this and Action Event, and here I'm going to select Format Date with Time Zone. So let's click on this and click on Connect. So once done, here I'm going to map the data. So this is the created time. And then we have the from format. So this is the same format. Now what is the to format that we need? So here I want my date and time to be in this particular format. So I'm going to click on this. And now this is the from time zone to time zone. So this is the from time zone and I want it to be in UTC. So this is the time zone, and then to time zone would be, I want it to be Asia, Kolkata. So here it is, and let's click on Save and Send Test Request. So here you can see that we have received the date exactly in our required format. Now I want this entire information to be shared with my team on Excel. So let's click on Add Action Step, and here I'm going to choose my action step as Excel. Let's click on this. And now the action event here would be Add Row to Worksheet. Let's click on Connect here. And now I'm going to click on Add New Connection, as Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Microsoft Excel account. Let's click on Connect with Microsoft Excel, and then we will have to choose the account. So let's choose the account. If you have just one account, it will not ask you to choose. It will directly ask you for the Excel. So let's quickly click on Yes. Why? Because we'll have to provide the access, and once done, here we can see that the authorization has been successful. So now here you can see that Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect, these two applications are totally connected. Here it is asking for the workbook and the worksheet. I have already created a workbook. So let me just show you. So this is the workbook. The name is Airtable New Registrations. The sheet name is Details. Then we have the following fields. First name, last name, email, contact number, department, created, date and time. So now going back to Pabbly Connect, I'm going to select this workbook. So the name is Airtable and this is it. And now since there is only one worksheet, so the system will automatically capture the name of the worksheet. So here it is, details. Now we are going to map the data quickly. So let's click on this and then we'll go to Airtable New Record, and here is the first name. Then we have the last name. So again go back. This is the last name. Then we have the email address. So here is the email address. Contact number. So we have the contact number here. And then we have the department. So the department name is HR. And finally the created date and time. For this I'm going to go to the second step, and this is the date and time. Once done, let's click on Save and Send Test Request. So as soon as we have done that, we have received the response, which basically means that if this integration process is a success, I should receive all this information on my Excel sheet. Going back here and let's refresh the page. So once done, here you can see that we have received the entire information in the desired format. Now we have to also check that if this entire integration process works in real time. So going back to Airtable account, So this is my Airtable. I'm going to fill in another information. Let's say the name is testing and the last name is 123. Then we have testing at pabblytunes.com. Then we have the contact number. And then the department. So let's say the department is finance. And that is it. So once this is created, it was created at 12:57 p.m. and this is the date. So now I'm going to go back to my Airtable Excel sheet and refresh this page. So as soon as I refresh, I do not see the new data here. Why? For this, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here you can see that this particular application has a polling time of 10 minutes, which means this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes. So we are supposed to have some patience and wait for 10 to 15 minutes so that this new data can be received. So if you do not receive the data within a minute or so, do not panic. This will be received. Just have some patience. Now let's wait and then we'll come back to our Excel sheet. And finally here you can see that we have received this information. Basically this means that this entire integration process is a success. So let's quickly understand what did we do here. So basically this was just a two-step integration process where we had added one feature by Pabbly, which was datetime formatter. So the first trigger application was Airtable and the trigger event was new record. Then the next action application was Microsoft Excel and the event was add row to worksheet. I hope this is very much clear to you. In case you have any doubt, you can always refer to the workflow which is given in the description box. You can also clone this workflow and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any other suggestion or advice, you can always write to us. I hope this was helpful. To watch more such videos, you can always subscribe to our channel which is there on YouTube. If you have any queries, you can write to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you want to know our pricing plans, then you can visit us at this particular site. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you have liked this video.